Everyone thinks Nvidia already won the AI chip race. But what if I told you the real plot twist is happening quietly, behind the scenes, inside AMD? Because in the last 12 months, AMD went from the underdog gaming chip company to signing the single biggest AI compute deal in history. A deal so big, it could reshape the entire future of AI. And since that deal, AMD's stock exploded. Investors realized overnight that AMD wasn't just chasing Nvidia anymore, they were becoming unavoidable. On October 2025, AMD announced a bombshell nobody saw coming, a 6 gigawatt multi-year partnership with OpenAI. That's not a contract, that's an infrastructure rewrite. 6 gigawatts of AMD Instinct GPUs, enough compute to power entire AI nations, all built using AMD's hardware. And OpenAI didn't just buy chips, they secured 160 million AMD shares if milestones are hit. That means one of the most important AI labs on Earth now wants a piece of AMD's future. And right after this announcement, AMD posted one of its strongest earnings in a decade. AI revenue up, margins expanding, guidance raised. Wall Street didn't just notice, it panicked to buy in. Everyone assumes OpenAI only runs on Nvidia. And yeah, historically it did. But Nvidia can't supply the world alone anymore. AI demand is exploding faster than Nvidia can build hardware. So OpenAI did something bold. They diversified and chose AMD as their second compute backbone. This deal includes co-developing next-generation AI chips, meaning AMD and OpenAI will shape the silicon running the next decade of AI models. Just 3 years ago, AMD was known for gaming CPUs, maybe a few cool GPUs. But today, AMD is quietly transforming into an AI infrastructure empire. AMD now operates at data center scale. They have 10 times more compute capacity than they did in 2023. They're building gigantic AI fabs, working with Microsoft, Amazon, Oracle, and now, the most important twist, OpenAI. OpenAI's 6 gigawatt build-out starts with one chip, the AMD MI450. And insiders say this chip shocked the industry. It doesn't beat Nvidia in raw power, but it beats them in efficiency, scaling, and availability. That's exactly what OpenAI needs. Chips they can actually get at scale. This deal is worth tens of billions in revenue over the next decade. Analysts just raised AMD's long-term revenue forecasts, and after their latest earnings, where AMD reported blowout data center growth, the market basically confirmed it. AI is now AMD's fastest growing business, by far. This is AMD's turning point, not competing for consumer GPUs, competing for the entire future of global AI infrastructure. If AMD executes, they don't just catch up to Nvidia, they become the only real alternative capable of powering trillion parameter models. And that is why AMD's rise right now might be the most important story in the chip industry. The world is building an AI civilization, and only a handful of companies will provide the compute. Nvidia was first, but AMD just became second, and now they're building the future side by side with OpenAI. This isn't AMD catching up. This is AMD expanding into the center of the AI boom. The next decade of AI might run on two companies, Nvidia and AMD. AMD was once the underdog in gaming GPUs. Now it's fighting to become the infrastructure king of the AI era. And if they pull this off, Nvidia's monopoly era could end faster than anyone expects. Is AMD the next trillion-dollar company, or is this partnership overhyped? Subscribe for more deep dives into the companies building the future.